Hello everyone. Welcome to Swiflearn Live Classes YouTube channel. Welcome you all back to the today's session on geometry, right? Yes. So, before starting and directly diving into the chapter, let me tell you what the company Swiflearn is. What do we all do? Okay. So, at the Swiflearn, we have 100% live classes. So, we are there to teach you at that very moment you would be present on the other side. Okay, so it is an interactive classes. Interactive means that we are not giving a boring lecture, we are making you understand the topic very well. So we'll ask your doubts, we'll solve those doubts at that very moment. So the best part about this organization, this company, is that in this we have maximum of 6 students. So maximum in a class there are 6 students present there. So each and every one will get a personalized attention. So no one is there, like I mean to say, there is so not such a big group, so no one is left alone. So no doubt is left without unsolving it. Okay. The third point is that there is a dedicated mentor team. So there's a team that keeps on tracking your work. So we are tracking your classwork, your homework, the way you present, the way you reply in the answers in the class. Okay. So each and everything is taken a track. So accordingly, you'll know where do you stand before joining the classes and after joining the class when we have started teaching you. So how are you proceeding? How is your education going well or not? All right. And the most important thing that we cover syllabus as per school examination schedules also. So suppose if you have the exam on Monday, so we know it beforehand. So we'll make that prepare you that chapter beforehand only. So it's not only IBSC, it's IBSC, CBSC, all the topics and boards are covered through this company. So also we provide handles like a customized request. So if you have a customized thing that no, I don't want to do this topic, I have already done it, or I am very sure that I know it, so I want some other topic in replace of that, so we can do that with you also. So with all these modifications and facilities available, won't you say that Swiflearn is the India's most sincere learning destination for the classes 3 to 10? Yes, we are teaching from grade 3rd to grade 10. So each and every grade student on this age can apply and enroll with us and to give a try and understand how the system works. Okay. Now, moving on, we have some key features also. So apart from those, we have some more features. One of them, the most important, is that you can see the reports. Something like a graph would be there on your profile, so you can see that. Okay, so where are you? But I mentioned before that where do you stand before? Maybe on the top, maybe in the middle, maybe at the bottom. But we are very sure whichever level it would be, the graph will go always on the top. We make that sure for each and every student who enrolls with us. Okay. Then we have a Swiflearn academic test series. We call it SATs. So there is a series in which we keep on giving you exams, and there's multiple number of students. All the students present there will attempt that exam at that very moment. So you know where do you stand nationally as well as internationally, that you are able to solve those questions how quickly, how accurately. So that also matters a lot, right? After all, you have to be in the competitive world. Yes. Okay. Now taking unlimited practice tests. So we are giving you unlimited practice tests. So we'll keep on giving you tests of each and every topic repeatedly. So you can do as many practice as you want. So which is very important in mathematics, because in maths we say the practice makes the man perfect. So the more you practice, the more accuracy you have, the more practice you will have, and the more familiar will you be with the concept that each question in a topic, how can a question come, right? Okay. Now, the best part is that it has a subjective test. So it's not a multi-choice questions that you have to just take the answer. Apart from this, we have those as well. Apart from that, we also have the subjective test. So what happens in the subjective test is that in subjective test, you are able to solve the question and upload it, right? And we as teachers are able to see all the answers step by step. So we know at which point or which area you have committed a mistake. So that will not affect, right? We don't know, like if you give me answer, I can say it's wrong. Then how do I know that what logic is wrong? You do not understand the question, or you did you understand the question, you made a calculation mistake. So directly giving a blank answer that no, the answer is wrong, we are not able to solve it, and we are not able to know where do you stand. Okay. So this is a best part, especially in mathematics, I would say. So I hope if you think that we are going great, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Swiflearn, so that you don't miss any updates. So for that, not missing any update and not missing the lectures or the classes which you're giving on YouTube, you have to click on this bell icon so that you do not miss any updates. Hope to see you all together, and let's start the session. So what is the session for today? It is a practical geometry. It's a fun activity, construction of triangles and quadrilaterals. You will say, ma'am, it's so easy. I know how to construct a triangle and a quadrilateral. I know what it is. Yes, we all know it, right? But the thing is, when we are doing from geometry point, if I tell you make a triangle, so you can say, okay, you want me to make a triangle? Pretty easy. I'll do it. So what you go there, start drawing a triangle. Okay, tell me which side. You can use a ruler and you start. Okay, 5 centimeter. I'll draw this. 6 centimeter and 6. Okay, centimeter. I wrote meter and 7 centimeter. So pretty easy. But when practically when you go on drawing it, you make a problem. Why is a problem? See, when you make a line of a 7 centimeter, okay, I give you. Okay, you make a line for 7 centimeters. Supposing it is a 7 centimeter. Now you have to make a line for 5 centimeter. But where will you make? Will you make it here in this direction? Will you make it here, or will you make it here? Because you do not know what is a 6 centimeter. So when I'll set a line of 6 centimeter, it can go this way also. It can go straight also. So now making a triangle and a quadrilateral with the exact measurement makes a problem. But after this class, I'm pretty sure you'll understand how we make it and with the same accuracy, and there is no doubt about it. Okay, so good to go. Ready? Let's see. Yes, great. So let's start the session. And this is today's topic objective would be fun activities on making lines parallel to a given lines. First of all, very important topic. It is how to make a parallel line. What is a parallel line that we all know? If not a problem. I'll tell you. And then we'll recall the measurements that we used to be required to construct a quadrilateral. So what is a quadrilateral? What are the requirements that is needed to construct a quadrilateral, or what are the basic things, and what are the different ways? Scenarios means different ways in which we can construct a quadrilateral. So if we don't need all the four sides only to construct a quadrilateral. We can have the diagonals, or we can have just two diagonals, or we can have just one diagonal. So there are many variations. If we have this limited number or the quantity or the units, then we are able to draw a quadrilateral. Okay, then we'll learn how to construct a triangle, basic triangle, right? But that also with the exact amount or the measurement that we want. Okay, so let's go. Good to go. So before that, let's start a fun activity. What is a geometry? Okay, ma'am, I'm in class 8. I know what is geometry, right? Yeah, you all know what is geometry, but let me bifurcate the mathematics topic, okay? So in maths, we divide the topics into subcategories. So geometry is a branch of mathematics. So it belongs in mathematics. It comes in mathematics, considering which question of shapes. So something which is related to shape, something which is related to size, something which is related to figures, or maybe some properties. So all properties of space. Okay, so all of these are the branches. These are the categories which come in a branch named geometry. So this is what we'll studying today. So we'll study how this geometry practical version can be done. Okay, so let's start. If I say that I provide you a line L, can you make a parallel line to it? Okay, let's try. Okay, let's we all give it a shot. Okay, so I'll make a line like this. So in a line, okay, let's make it like this. Okay, so in a line, we know there are no endpoints. So we to denote that, we make two arrows, right? So this is line L. So I want a parallel line to it. So it's easy. Yeah. If you think it's easy by just drawing a line parallel to this like this, so is it parallel? No, right? It may not be parallel. Why? When I see it's coming diagonally, it will come and meet at a point. Pretty sure, or there are more of the probability, more of the chances, right? But generally, to make a parallel line, that means those lines can never meet, even if I extend to the last point where the line never ends. So if I keep on dragging, and if there is slighter, if I suppose there's slighter of 0.1 centimeter of a difference also. So at some point, by minusing zero point 0.1 every time when it's going down, 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 minus 1 centimeter of the what you say direction, right? The direction is getting lower, lower, lower. So end day, anytime they will meet, but we don't want an intersecting line. The lines which we meet, we call intersecting, right? They are intersecting at a point, right? But we don't want an intersecting line. Then how do we draw a parallel line, which is exactly the same, which we want? Okay, so let's see. For this, we need some geometrical tools, which we have with me. I have with me. I hope you all know what they are. If not, so let's do it. I'll explain. So I need a scale. All right. I need a pencil. And I need a compass to draw. Okay. So these are the things which I'll be needing today so that I can draw all the geometrical shapes. All right. So let's go. So steps for creating line parallel to a line L. So first of all, let's draw a L. Take a line L and make a point A outside the line. Okay, I made this line L and I made a point A outside the line because at point A, I'll draw a parallel line. Okay, so I'm making a point A, reminding myself that this would be the point from which I'll pass the parallel line to the line L. Okay, so let's begin. So what does it say is that to take any point B on the L and join A and B. So B can be the any point. We don't need at its exact distance. It can be at the extreme corner or it can be in the center. It's according to your choice. Okay, but take a point B and just join it with the point A. Now, after this, what will you do? After doing this, make B as a center. So what are we doing? We are trying to make an arc. So we'll take B as a center. So when I take B as a center means this pointed point of the compass. So I'll take this as a center. Okay. And I can open at any radius. Any radius means any size of this compass. It can be this big. It can be very small. It's according to my choice. Okay. But remember, whichever you have decided, you cannot change. Don't start moving it. That is a problem. Just whenever you have decided, okay, I've decided this much size. So I'll keep this constant. I will not move. I'll hold it from the extreme corner so that this never gets like moved or it gets a little bit inaccurate, I would say. Okay. So after that, what we will do, we'll cut the line at C. What I'm doing, I'm taking suppose this distance. This is my required BC. Okay. I put this compass pointed point at this. And this is an arc which I'm making. Okay. This is the point from which I'm drawing an arc. So I'll draw, okay, this is a center. Okay. And this is the where I'll draw the arc. So how will I draw the arc? I'll put the center, take this as the amount and draw a arc. So when I'm drawing an arc here, I'm cutting the line L. With the same distance without changing, I'll cut and meet it at the point D. Okay. And suppose I can say, okay, I make a bigger arc. That would be the best way of saying it. And I'll this point at which they are intersecting or it's meeting the arc of the line AB, I'll say D point. And where it's meeting at L, line L, I'll say C point. Okay, clear? All right. Now, moving on to the next. Now, A is the center and at the same radius. Remember, I already told you that don't move with the compass. So I'm holding it like this. So what I'll do with the same radius, I'll put A as a center and draw an arc facing towards the L because I want to make a parallel line towards this, right? I don't want it the other way, right? So I'll make it towards the line L and draw this arc, making A as a center point, the pointed point, and drawing this arc. Okay. Then if I've drawn this arc, what am I doing? I'm making the point at which they are meeting the line AB as G and the endpoints of the arc to the point I have drawn as E and F. Why am I doing it? So that I know what is happening, or if I want to tell you, then I'm easy to know it by giving them the name. So if I'm say, okay, I'm look at the point A, so you know exactly to look at this point, right? You're not saying where is A, who is it? So we are just giving a name to these. That is why we're given a name G to the line AB at which they are intersecting. Okay. Now, after doing that, can you see the girl doing it? So making A as a center and drawing this through the compass. Okay, right. So this is the way from which we have to do. Now, what will you do is, now place the pointed tip of the compass at C and adjust the opening so that the point pencil tip meets at D. So what is happening is you will put this pointed point at the C and you will adjust. Now you can change. Okay. After drawing these arcs, you can change the measurement. So what are you doing is now you will take the measurement of this arc. Okay. So you'll take the measurement, put the pointed hair and the pencil at D. So now you know how long or which angle it is. Exactly, we get to know from this compass. We don't know the value, but we are looking at the angle, distance, this much, okay, at which they are meeting, AB, and the line at which they are meeting at C. So when I do this, I find this distance. Okay, so let me do it with this opening, and I find exactly this. Okay. So with doing this one, finding this, what will I do? The next step is that with the same opening, now I will not change. I will put this at the point and G as the center. So now what am I doing is I'm making G as a center and I'm cutting an arc. I'm cutting an arc at which I'm labeling it as H. Okay. So G is a center point. Okay. And let me color and give you a separate color for the arc. So this is an arc at which this is cutting the arc EF. So the whole arc EF have again been cut with the same distance what it is here. So now these two distance of the arc will be the same distance. Okay, this one and this one will be same. After cutting this arc, I know what this angle is and what this angle is now. They both are same because we have the same compass, right? Okay. So with this, we get to make a line. We'll join A and H. So we'll join A and H and make a line which is M. So we will see that what has happened, we have made a line which is passing through A and H, both the points. Okay. Now, will you see something? What have we made? We have made some angles. What are the angles? We have made one angle A, B, C. Okay, so what is this angle ABC? Means this angle, right? And we have made another angle that is BAH. So this angle. So what are these two angles? These two angles are alternate alternative interior angles. So what are alternative interior angles? So before knowing what are alternative, let me tell you what are interior angles. So if I say, what does the interior means? Inside, right? So something which is inside. So when two lines are drawn, the angles which are inside, we call it interior angles. Which are outside, we call it exterior angles. Pretty easy, right? Okay. So if the angles like this are on the opposite sides, on this hand and this, so they're alternative, one on the right, okay, one on the left. So what is happening is, now see, this is on the which side? Left side. This is on the right side. So if it's a left and right, so they are two, so we call it alternative. And if they're on the same side, we call it, they are not alternative. So if suppose there was, I'll change the color to make it more precise. Okay. So if I say this angle and this angle, so they are not alternative. Okay. So we want alternative in the form of left and right. The red ones are the alternative. The green ones are not the alternatives. Will you get the difference now? Perfect. So with this, these are the alternative angles. And when we see that the alternative angles are equal, the lines are parallel. Okay, so notice that angle, these two are alternative and we have drawn them equally beforehand. Now these two angles are equal, we will know it. So when two alternative angles are equal among two lines, then we call those two lines as parallel lines. So we are pretty sure now that they have the same angle at both the sides, so they will never meet. So they'll remain parallel to each other. So this is the concept. This is how we draw the lines parallel. Okay, clear? All right. So let's visualize how do we draw a triangle. See, I know triangle ABC, okay? And a side A is 2.6, B is 2.7, C is 2.2. This is what I have to draw, these many centimeters. So how do I draw it? See, I'll draw a line first A, 2.6. When I draw the line A, can you see I can move these circles as well? Then you realize, okay, just a moment. See, what's happening? The triangle remains the same altogether. It never changes. So if the same measurement is given to you, you will also draw a triangle which looks exactly or most of it like this only. You will draw it like this, but it can be like this. The shape would keep on changing the way we will rotate. So which one will take as a base? If we take A as a base, so the triangle would look like this. How do we draw it? Drawing a triangle is very easy with the help of a compass. What do? You take a scale. First of all, make a line. The first step is to make a line of the required. Okay, I want A as 2.6, so I'll make the first point A, B, and C, and make a line A. Okay, after this, what do I want? I want to make B line. B line is 2.7. So I use a scale, start measuring my compass, and I'll put it at the point C. So I'll put it at point C and make an arc. So what exactly he's showing is we are making a whole circle, but exactly he wanted to show us that we have made this arc. Let's make a bigger arc. So because we don't know where they will meet. Okay, so we made this arc. Now with this, I have to draw C 2.2. So I'll take again the compass and the scale, measure it 2.2, and I'll make an arc like this with the compass, making B as a center. So with B would be the center for the P arc, and we'll make an arc. So the point at which these two arcs meet, that is point A. So this would be the third point that we need for a triangle. So we already have B and C and we have A. So then we'll join these two lines, C and B, and we are able to make a triangle. So if you want, you can do different ways of doing it. See, I have three measurements, A, B, C. I can make A as a baseline, lower one, or if I want, I can make B as a big line. Can you see? Now, blue color, B is a baseline. And then we'll accordingly make an angle from which and start them intersecting. If I want, I can make the other line, that is line as C as a baseline. So can you see when I make C as a baseline, then also we are able to intersect and meet at point C. So this is the way the triangle can be made. So you can take any baseline as you want. Okay. All right. Now, so I hope you know how to make a triangle. Yeah. Easy. Okay. So let's do and make an equilateral triangle. See how it's possible to make an equilateral triangle. That is pretty easy. You don't have to measure, you have to open it again and again. You just open it once and that you're good to go. So how do you make it? Let's see. So let me start from the start. We have already made. Okay. So what we'll do, we'll first make a line of suppose whatever you want. Okay. Suppose it's at 7 centimeter. You can open a scale and make a line of 7 centimeter. Let me label it as B and C. You can name anything which you want. Okay. Now with this, we can measure it, this 7 centimeter. First, what will I do? I'll take C as a center and draw an arc from the B. Obviously, these are same, so it will cross from B. Then I'll make B as a center and draw it the arc like this, and the C would be the crossing point because of the same distance, right? So will you see? Making B as a center, we are drawing a line. Making C as a center, we are drawing an arc. Now we got point. We got point at which they are meeting. So the point at which they are meeting, we'll label at A. And then simply we will join those. Can you see? We join it and make a triangle. You want to make a triangle at the lower also, right? Can you see? A lower one. This at the lower side can also be called a triangle. This is also equilateral triangle, right? Okay, so on the upper top also you can get it, and at the lower bottom you can also get an equilateral triangle with this. Okay, great to see you all together. I hope you're understanding how to construct a triangle now. Okay, so today, you know, with these examples, with this, you are able to understand how to construct a triangle. So let me give you an example. You have to construct a triangle given AB is equals to 5 centimeter, BC is equals to 6 centimeter, and AC is equals to 7 centimeter. So I've already explained. Let's give it a shot. Let's try it. I hope you'll try it. Okay, let's see. First, what will you do? Before starting these geometric questions, please, yes, Mohit, go ahead. All right. So before starting, a rough sketch is needed so that exactly I know what I want to draw and how will my figure look. Okay, so I've drawn a rough figure. It's exactly not the centimeters which is required. Okay, so I've made my mind. Okay, BC I'll take as a base and A is the point which I'll be finding. This is the way I can visualize and I can analyze which step I have to do first. So what will I do? I'll make a line BC. Now to do this constructions, we need one by one. We'll go with the first step is to make a line BC. That we decided? Okay. Now I already have BC. Do you want me to start with the length AB or AC? Go ahead, comment it. You want AB or AC first? Yeah. AB or AC? Okay. So let's do it with AB. All right. So AB means A would be the point here, and I know the distance between B. So AB is 5 centimeters, right? So I'll open the compass with my scale AB. Right. Thanks, Mohit. AB. So I'll make B as a center and draw an arc on the top. Let's see. I'll draw an arc. I can draw a bigger arc so that I don't avoid it. Suppose it does not meet. It can happen, right? So why not draw a bigger arc? So I did not make a very small one like this, but instead I made a big arc. Okay. Now B, A would be the distance. So I know A will come somewhere here. So with the arc of 5 centimeters. Now A would be somewhere here on the arc. So our job is to find exactly where the A is. A can be here, 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 here. So, but exactly where is A? That we need to find. So for that, we know the length of AC as well, right? So what will I do? I'll go and again use this ruler and the compass, find the length of AC, open it for 7 centimeter, put C as a center and make an arc. See, I got a point at which these two arcs are meeting. So what is the point at which they meet? We call it A. So now A will join this point A with B and C. So now I have it AB, C, right? So now doing this, I'm able to make a triangle. Now my triangle is ready, precise, exactly what measurement I want. All right? Okay. Now, till now we have seen that how do we make a parallel lines, and are you excited to draw a quadrilateral? We already drawn a triangle, right? Okay, let's draw a quadrilateral now. So how do we draw a quadrilateral? Let's see. We shall learn how to construct a unique quadrilateral using different measurements. So it can be different ways of making a quadrilateral. The first, very most method and the basic one is that we should know all the four sides and one diagonal. Okay, the other one is when the two diagonals are given to me. So I find out the length of two diagonals and three sides. Then also I'm able to find, even if I don't know the fourth side, but I know the diagonal, I'm able to draw the quadrilateral. Okay. The third step of drawing it is that when two adjacent sides and three angles are given. So two adjacent sides means two sides are given and three angles are given. So I know exactly what angle in which I have to draw. So for this, I would need D, right? And the other one is when three sides and two included angles are given. Included angles, what are they? I'll explain, okay? We'll go about it. When other special properties are given. So among the sides and angles are not given, something else is given, then how do we draw a quadrilateral? So before that, let's do it step by step. The first one, when the length of the four sides are given and the diagonal is given. So construct a quadrilateral PQRS, where PQ is 4 centimeter, QR is 6 centimeter, RS is 5 centimeter, PS is 5.5 centimeter, PR is 7 centimeters. So I know now, what is it? I know a quadrilateral with all these measurements. Before that, let's make a rough figure. That is very important. How will it look like to visualize it? So here's the rough figure. What is it? It's a PQRS and I know a diagonal PR. Okay, so these all measurements I have written and now I have a rough figure in my hand and I know how to proceed. So what will I start with? See, I know PR will be the baseline. Okay, so let's make PR be the baseline. Now, we said that roughly figure, we use the triangle PQR and we can construct by SSS construction condition. What is SSS? And we draw this. See, till now, what we had did, we did the triangle, we draw a triangle with taking two as the center points, making an arc, and with their meeting. So what exactly is given? We are given with the side. So this we call it SSS property, means side, side, side property. So with this, what is happening is P is at the center. Knowing the side, we are constructing an arc. R at the center, knowing the arc, we can draw the, knowing the length of this Q and R, we can draw the arc. And these two arcs are meeting at the point which will label as Q. Drawing it. Easy. This triangle is easy. We have already done it. Now, when we know this, what will happen? Now I know the triangle is on the top. Now I have to find this. Similarly, the same way I know that now I know that we locate the first point would be the S, right? The S would be on the side opposite to Q. Pretty sure about it, right? One side here, then only we'll able to make a quadrilateral, right? So with the reference of P and R, so that we have the measurements, S is 5 centimeter away from P. So P will be the center point and 5.5 centimeter arc I will draw. Okay, we have drawn an arc making P as a center and the radius or the distance is 5.5. So I know now S will be somewhere on the arc. Yeah. Now what else I know? I know the distance between the S and R. Do I know? The S and R is 5 centimeter. So now I'll open the arc, my compass 5 centimeter, put it at the center of, where will I put? Where will I make it center? The point where the pointed needle will be standing. It is standing on R and will make an arc. The point at which they intersect, we call this as the, which point is it? Yes, it is S, the point which we require. After doing this, making it at S should lie on both the arcs drawn. So now this is the intersection point, intersection of two arcs. Intersection means meeting point, joining point, the one point at which they meet. So the point at which the two arcs meet, we call it S. So this is an intersection point. Okay. Now the next question. Construct a quadrilateral PQRS where PQ is 5 centimeter, QR is 3 centimeter, RS is 5 centimeters, PS is 4 centimeters. So I know all the four sides and a diagonal SQ, which is 6 centimeters. I hope you can draw it. Let's see, can you? Okay, let's draw it together. So what will I do? First of all, let's draw a rough figure. That would be the best idea. Okay, let's draw a quadrilateral PQRS. Let's make it PQRS. So PQ is 5 centimeter, QR is 3 centimeter, RS or SR means the same thing, same name, 5 centimeter, and PS is 4 centimeter. I know the diagonal, which is SQ. So I know this diagonal line, which is 6 centimeter. So now tell me, first of all, which will be the baseline? Which is the convenient way of making a baseline here? The best way of making a baseline is, yes, Mohit, which will be the baseline? So which will be the line which I'll draw, and accordingly I'll make the arcs. Yeah, we'll start with PQ. Okay, you can start with PQ also, but that will create a problem. Why? We can, but then we have to make an arc from P and Q, we'll make an S. And from S, we have to draw R. So this is also a way when we can start with PQ. Okay, Mohit, you want to start with PQ, so let me explain how. So first step would be make PQ. Okay, so when I draw PQ, I can draw this line. Okay, let me draw a straight line. That would be the precise way of doing it. Okay, now I'll draw a straight line PQ. All right. Now I've labeled this P, label this Q, and this is 5 centimeter. Now, what do you want? You want to make a center as P or Q? Yep, Mohit, you want to make a center as P or Q? Okay, let's make the center as, okay, you want to, yeah, Shreya, you will choose SQ. That's the right answer. That is the convenient and the easiest way, right? Good, Shreya. Okay, so I'll go back to that, Shreya, coming to you also. Let's solve it with how Mohit wants to do it. All right. Okay, so if we take PQ as a center, what will happen? We'll take P as a center. If I'll take P as a center, I want S, which will be 4 centimeters. So I'll take P as a center and make an arc. Let it be this one. I'm saying suppose it is 4 centimeters. I'm not sure because I don't have the exact position here. Suppose it would be 4 centimeters. Now I know QS is 6 centimeters. Then I'll take Q as a center and draw an arc here, which cut at this. Suppose this distance is 6 centimeters. Clear, Mohit? Right. Now with this, I'll get this point as S. Now I want R. So from this point, I will start drawing it because I know SR. So before that, I'll choose one S, and from S, I can draw this arc R. And I know this distance will be 5 centimeter. Got the point? Then I'll not draw it at the lower one because I am looking the picture at some other way. This is the reason I think you should know that we can start from S and we can make an arc here, and we'll know now that R will stand here on this arc. Now we'll go to QR. QR is 3 centimeter. We'll open the compass with the 3 centimeter, draw it. Suppose this is 3 and it cuts here because it has to be small, right? Comparatively. So it will cut here. So joining this, we'll find a quadrilateral like this. So this is also a way we can do it, but the convenient way which I was teaching before was that making the diagonal line SQ as the baseline. Then from this, meeting the arc here on the top, I'll get P. Getting an arc here on lower, I get R. Okay, so SQ will be here somewhere, and then I can draw it, making a triangle this way and this way. So this is the other way of doing it. We know how to make the triangle by side-side property, side-side properties. This is the way, but Mohit, thank you. Shreya and Mohit, you're welcome, Bacha. So now with this also, it's not a problem the way we teach it. The maths can be done in various ways. It's just the way which you want, okay? So thankfully you were here and you could understand something new, something out of the box, which we have not taught. So just remember, draw a rough line, a shape or a figure, and remember the names, and just look at the point, look at the names and the exact measurement. Then you know which is the first point and how to draw. Clear with the concept now? Great. So let's move on to the second one. So what does the second one say? Oh, we done this. Okay. So the second one says that when two diagonals and the 3 sides are given. So there's a new scenario in which 2 diagonal lines are given and 3 sides are given. The 4th side is not given to me. So now to solve this, we'll find out some other strategy. What that will be, let's see. See, we have to construct a quadrilateral ABCD. Given that BC is 4.5 centimeter, AD is 5.5 centimeter, CD is 5 centimeter, and diagonal AC is 5.5 centimeter. And then another diagonal that is given BD, that is 7 centimeter. So the first role is to make a rough sketch, right? So let's make a rough sketch. That is the main thing. So a rough sketch will help us to visualize the quadrilateral and will draw the first mark of measurement. So first of all, let's make a rough figure. So the rough figure will look something like this. Okay. Now I know this is a quadrilateral ABCD, which I have drawn. AD, DC, CB, the measurements are given, and the diagonal measurement is given, BD or DB or AC or CA. We can call it another way also, right? But AB is not given to me. Even if this is not given to me, I'm able to calculate it. How? This is what the new procedure is, right? Okay. Construct a quadrilateral ABCD given BC is 4.5, AD is 5.5, CD is this, and the diagonal is given. So before that, let's start 1. AB is given to me. AC is 5.5 centimeter. Don't worry, Mohit, we'll solve it. Don't look at the situation and worry how to do it. It's pretty easy. So AC is 5.5 centimeter. AD, I know. And CD, I know. So I know how to make this triangle. You know it pretty sure, right? Not an hassle when making this. Simply opening a compass, making an arc, opening a compass, making C as a center, making an arc, and we got the point D. This triangle is easy, right? Okay. Now, what will I do? I'll make D as a center because I know the distance of D and B. So from D, getting that point now, I'll make this as center and make an arc of 7 centimeter towards the lower one. So now I know that B is somewhere on this arc. Pretty easy, just follow the names. Okay, I need D, I know BD. So B as the center, D I'll find out. I'll make an arc. Now, what else I know? I know. No, it's easy for you also. Just relax. See, I'll explain it again, Mohit. Don't worry, it's not easy. We also been from the same situation, right? It was tough for us, but the moment you know it, it's very easy. So with C as a center, you'll draw an arc of the radius 4.5 centimeter. See, the rough sketch is there, right? So the things gets very sorted. It is easy to do it. When I say you have to make a quadrilateral, okay, let me draw a rough figure for you here only so that you exactly know what we are doing. Okay, so you want ABCD. Okay, AC is given to me 5.5. Okay, AD is 5.5 again. CD is 5 centimeters. All right, and we know one more, which is BC. BC I know, and here it is 4 centimeter. Okay, okay, Rohit. Still now, what have we done? C. We made AC, the diagonal, this one as the, just a moment. I think I did something wrong or not. No, there was a point given to me 7 centimeter, right? I did, this is 7. Oops, just a moment. See, even I get confused. This is given to me. This is not given to me right now. Just a moment. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the reference for the picture and draw it from there so that exactly what the amount was given so that we know, and I'll carry that picture with me. Okay, so this is the rough figure. Let me draw it here for you so that we exactly know what we want to draw. So the measurement is always important. So the rough figure is important. This is the main key thing that we need to follow. So this is 5.5. Now AC is given to me 5.5. This is 7 centimeter. This is 5 centimeter. Yeah, this is 4.5 centimeter. This one was not known to me. All right, so let me move ahead to the next screen and I'll take this picture with me so that I can explain you well. So we were here. Okay, Mohit, now listen. See, bacha, what did we do? We made AC 5 centimeter. We'll go with the names. So AC, we have drawn 5 centimeter. Now this line we have already drawn, this diagonal. Okay. Now C as a center and B. I know the point B, right? But from A, I do not know the point B, right? I don't know it. So before that, we'll first take the step which we already know. We know CD, we know AD. So I know I can make this triangle very easily. This is given to me. So that is why I chose the point B as a first step to do it. The things which are given on the both the ends. Now I know where exactly the point D is, right? You know it? Okay. Now, what is given to me? It's given that I know the distance of BD. Can you see? This distance is given to me. So to come to the B point where it is, I know two things. I know this side and I know this side. So from making D as a center, I can draw this arc of 7 centimeters, right? Now, our next thing which I know is CB. So I know C and B. So from C, what will I do? I'll make, and for 4.7, oh sorry, 4.5 centimeter arc. So from this, I'll make an arc, open the compass with 4.5 centimeters. So I know where they meet. So for this, joining these things, I'm able to make a quadrilateral. I hope, Mohit, now this has made it easier to solve. See, this rough figure is the step, the first thing. Then just look at the things, the two things you make to know the point. To make an arc, you should know two things, 2 points, 2 locations, so that you can know where the arc is intersecting. So first thing first, let's know, okay, I know these two sides. Okay, let me take D. Now I know DB and I know CB. I know where the B is. So I got the point B now. Now when I got the point B, I can simply join it. Clear? I hope so. Let's have a thumbs up, Mohit. So with this, you are able to draw the arc. Since B lies on both the arcs, so B will be the point. Without knowing AB, I am able to draw a quadrilateral. Okay. Now construct a quadrilateral LIFT, where LI is 4 centimeter, IF is 3 centimeter, TL is 2.5 centimeter, LF is 4.5, and IT is 4 centimeters. Let's see. Okay, let's do this one all together. Let's draw. The first step is to draw a rough figure. Okay, let me draw a rough figure. LIFT is a quadrilateral. LI is 4, IF is 3, TL is 2.5, LF. Okay, L and F, that means a diagonal is given to me 4.5. IT is given to me, that is 4 centimeter, right? This is not given to me, so I will not take this, right? What will I take? First thing first, I'll take one of the diagonal as a baseline. So let's see, let me take a diagonal line. Okay, let's take LF. Okay, all right. Now I can take any one, LF, and this is 4.5 centimeter. This is what is given to me, LF, 4.5 centimeter. This I have drawn. Now I know that direction of A point. I want one point which is A, one which is T. For T, I do not know one thing, whereas for I know 4 also, 3 also. I do both the sides, so I know where the arc will be. So I'll open the compass, make L as the center point, make an arc of the distance 4 centimeter. Okay, here I'll know it will be 3 centimeter. So I'll make an arc and construct it. See, now I know 3 centimeter will be the smaller one, right? I know it. 3 centimeter will be the smaller one. So for this, when I know 3 centimeter is the smaller one, I will have to construct a bigger arc so that exactly I know where they meet. So when I meet it, it becomes 3 centimeter. This is the arc they are meeting. This point will I know it is I. I know this? Yep. Okay. Now I know the point I. It is at the intersection. From I know IT is 4 centimeter. From here, I'll take a compass of 4 centimeter, making I as the center, and I draw an arc this way. So this distance, I know it is 4 centimeter. Okay, so this is 4 centimeter now. So for making the point T, I'm using a different color. With this, I have made this arc. Okay, this is the arc of 4 centimeter I've drawn from point I. This is 4 centimeter. I know LT as 2.5. So, okay, make an L. And with the T, I know it will intersect somewhere here. And this distance is 2.5. So with this, I know the intersecting point is T. So now I can join this. And I got the quadrilateral. Pretty easy. Right? Now is it easy to solve, Mohit? Yeah. Great. So just follow the numbers, the names, the numbers, the distance, measure it with a precise amount of the arc and just the names. Just keep on following. Make a rough sketch first, then make 2 things, whichever you choose, choose it wisely so that you know 2 things, 2 measurements, so that you know where the arc will meet, because we need 2 arcs and the intersecting point should be there. So we'll choose only those things first, which is already given, and which is not given, we'll get it itself only. The question gives the information whichever is required. So we are able to construct there also. Okay. All right, it was good teaching you all today. It was fun activity. So what have we learned? We have done how to make a parallel lines. So if a line L is given, you can make a line parallel to it, M or N, whatever line you want to name it. It's your choice. It's your line. You are making it. You give the name. It's your choice. But how to make it parallel, we have learned that. We have recalled how to construct a quadrilateral and different scenarios, and how to construct a triangle, a simple triangle and an equilateral triangle when the measurement is all same. And when the measurements are different, then also we are able to construct a triangle. And quadrilateral is just following the triangle. Whichever way you find a triangle which is complete, draw that one first. And when you know that this, okay, this triangle is complete, let's draw this triangle first. So whichever thing is just related. So quadrilateral and triangles, drawing them is related. I hope you have understood today's class. Thank you so much for joining in. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit on the bell icon so that the next class, when I'll be there, you are there with me to understand and know how to do the different variations of a quadrilateral. So Mohit, come and join in so that the next class becomes easy for you. And you also can say that, yes, this is pretty easy, like the way I say it very confidently. All right? Okay, then. Bye bye. Take care. Have fun. And kindly join and see with this, subscribe the channel, and please join company and give it a trial class. We don't charge for the trial class. So from there, you will be able to understand more better. Right now, you are not here. So maybe there were some questions which I could not answer. There were Mohit present, Shreya present, so I could answer them, but you were not there. So this is what happens. Okay, so try to be on time in the next class so that you don't miss it. And also join our class, give it a trial class, join it. Suppose you like it, then you can join and continue. If not, then you can leave it. You can leave it, right? We are not charging anything for the trial class, so why not try it? All right. Okay, then. Bye bye. Take care. It was fun having you all today with me. Thank you.